Right, and I guess, that's a smart thing because a lot of students today, they're online with their classes. So if they're making a circuit travel, playing all those teams in our conference in that area, they can just zoom into their classes and stay up to date on what they need to do as far as their academic endeavors entail. And this Saturday,
Want to mention Troy Bank and Trust Company. Remember, Troy Bank and Trust Company is the only bank you'll ever need now with 14 locations to choose from. But it's still a lot of for Troy University, and it's still shut down for the holidays, and they'll resume, I would think, on Monday. Monday, well, not. I reckon you would call it Monday week.
yes, sir.
As we prepare to open our doors back open at Troy University. Something we didn't talk about much at the time, Bill, was graduation. It's the most unique graduation I've ever seen. They had two sessions, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Do you know they were still handing out diplomas when it was sunset on the campus done?
Right, and
a lot of people,
yes,
and a lot of people couldn't. Well, but they were offering only two tickets per person, per graduate to go in. So they said it was one of the hardest tickets to find at Troy University in its history. I'm talking about any sporting event or whatever. To get into graduation was one of the toughest things to do, where the graduate would walk in and he'd have two of his family with him. It could be a daughter and a son, or it could have been a daughter and a cousin,
right,
like that. I've never seen anything like it. It started at 10 and finished about 5 o'clock. It was actually dark. There were people getting diplomas in the dark.
Well, another thing, Mike, the overflow, friends and family members could be in Veterans Stadium watching it on the big
That's what I was
big screen.
exactly
Yeah,
right.
that's pretty
had
neat.
A huge crowd in the stadium. I'm saying this. I would say it was 700 to 800 graduates actually received their diploma this past week.
Right, Mike. Do you ever feel like when things do get back to normal, that Troy might build a parking deck on campus for the students or for athletic events or anything of that nature?
Yeah, I think that's coming. They say that the swimming natatorium at Troy, I hear that its days are numbered, where the plan is that they'll take that building down, and the plan, I think, is to build a multi-story parking deck on campus.
Right.
I think that's it.
Well, if they're going to get rid of the pool there at Lee Natatorium, that leaves Troy University without an Olympic-sized swimming pool, and I think they need one. For the kids who, for entertainment. I mean, for activity, exercise, and if you're going to teach your physical education, your teachers, they need to be schooled on how to teach swimming and as an activity class for the kids.
And I don't know the timing of it on when that'll be, but you're exactly right. And I would think that'd be something that they'll look at. The pool right now in the new facility there, what would you call it? A
wading pool.
Multi-purpose activity building at Troy. Right now they can have a pool, but it's not. It's set up strictly for people to swim in. And of course it does not set up for an Olympic style.
Yes, sir.
Training or anything like that.
I think it's about maybe about waist deep, maybe chest deep. I haven't been in it, but Bill, would you like to come on up?
It's a nice
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of that.
Of course, it's not an indoor-outdoor.
Yeah, we're at commercial now, Mike. We're going to go to commercial, and I think he's already.
you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Our history is woven with the stories of those we serve. At Max, we've been a good community partner for 65 years. Max is dedicated to providing dependable financial services and to supporting our communities. We volunteer our time and share our resources. As a credit union, we've returned millions of dollars back to our members, local nonprofits, and small businesses. Max is honored to be a part of your story. We look forward to serving you for years to come.
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of Napa Know-How. Stop by and see owners Mike and Melissa Kilcrease and their Napa Know-How team with over 100 years of combined experience. We're the only locally owned parts store in Pike County, and we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. We pride ourselves on being your go-to parts store, not only for the simple items, but we specialize in those hard-to-find items as well. Trojan Auto Parts, the right part at the right price at the right time. Napa, a name you've trusted here in Troy since 1945.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Our history is woven with the stories of those we serve. At Max, we've been a good community partner for 65 years. Max is dedicated to providing dependable financial services and to supporting our communities. We volunteer our time and share our resources. As a credit union, we've returned millions of dollars back to our members, local nonprofits, and small businesses. Max is honored to be a part of your story. We look forward to serving you for years to come.
All right, we're back on the air, and I am a couple minutes late. I got a tardy pass, but I'm back on the show. You know, did you tell everybody why I was late? It's the oldest excuse in the book, except for the dog ate my homework. I couldn't find my keys. I wanted to drive Carrie's car, which is a little nicer than mine, and I couldn't find her keys, and then I finally found my keys. But so here I am.
That's no excuse.
So is Bobby Rice in Troy, Alabama, watching you this morning?
Well, he moved yesterday, so, I mean, surely he didn't move yesterday and already have all his TV and cable set up by this morning, but if he did, more power to him.
I've moved a lot in my life, and that was always something I did. As soon as I moved in that place, they were setting my cable up that day. I had to have that.
I bet, Michael. That doesn't surprise me. That's smart. You can set it up beforehand, can't you?
Yeah, I think I moved to Birmingham. I think I moved to Birmingham 10 times at least in about 17 years.
Man,
Hey, listen, are we still off the air?
No, we're on. We're live.
All right, okay. We want to talk about the stimulus today. We were talking about should be some cash in some people's mailbox this week. What do you think?
I think I've heard it'll be about 2 weeks. But yeah, they've been.
Be that long?
Yeah. By no later than January 15th, most people who are entitled to get it should have it, according to the Secretary of Treasury.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, is it for a husband and wife that make less than $150,000 a year is going to get a check? What is that, $2,000 or what? How's that work?
Nope.
That hasn't been decided yet, has it?
Yeah, they under combined income of 75,000, or anybody that made less than adjusted gross income of 75,000 gets $600. And so last time it was $1,200, so they cut it in half.
And that's per person.
Per person. So if you had a husband and wife, you would get $1,200. If it's just you, $600. And if you have any children, they get $600 per dependent. I guess that means children under 19, maybe. And that was last time. That was I got it. That last time it was $500. So they've cut the the cash stimulus cash from $1,200 to $600, but the dependent money went up $100. So if you're like me and my wife with two of us and two kids, that's $2,400. And
that'll help.
yeah, I ain't gonna. I'm a libertarian that doesn't like government printing money, but you think I'm gonna turn it down?
What about Congress? I thought Congress was trying to get it to 2,000, then it was supposed to go for the vote from the Senate, I guess. I mean, when is that happening?
Well, that's supposed to happen today, but the people I've read say that it's DOA in the Senate. That the House did pass it, and that would be $2,000. Shoot, I'd be rich. I'd come down there and stay for a weekend at Grayton Beach. But I don't think if it's not supposed to pass the Senate, or if it does, it won't be by a large enough margin. But I guess there is an outside chance that it could be bumped up to $2,000 per person.
Everybody says, man, we can't afford it. Let me tell you this. I've yet to hear of any American government that could not cash you a check. What I'm saying is, hey, they can just make more money. That's what somebody told me the other day. All they have to do is make more money.
They've got the world's greatest.
Silly, but it's the truth.
The world's greatest printing press. That's what I worry about all the time. I could bore you all to death for an hour talking about all this money that we're creating out of thin air. Just trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars.
As long as there's gold in the western place in Kentucky that makes all the money.
Fort Knox.
As long as there's gold at Fort Knox, we can afford to do anything we want to do.
They gotta keep people away from gold and silver, because that's called real money, and you can't print that. And the government do not like that gold and silver anymore. They don't want people to think about it, invest in it, because if people were suddenly buying gold and silver, that would mean that confidence in the dollar is plummeting, and that's the last thing they want. They got to protect that.
I hate to say it, but a lot of that's happening right now. A lot of people buying gold and silver.
Well, I think it's smart. And it's not just America that's printing money at just mind-boggling rates. It's every country in the world, really. So it's just, and America does not have $1 trillion sitting around in the bank waiting to send out these stimulus checks. They're also doing the payroll protection program again, where that's a good program that keeps people from laying off their employees. But what I think it is, it's just really a way to keep people off the unemployment rolls.
People joke about this, and it's not really a joking matter, but it's the truth. A lot of people are making more money than they've ever made through this stimulus. I mean, they would like this part to stay the way it is. Just give me a $600 a week check or whatever.
Yeah, that's another component. There's the payroll protection loan program, that's a loan you don't have to pay back. So that's really a grant if you get that. Then you the stimulus check, and then there's unemployment, that they have increased the benefits for unemployment. So people who are getting unemployment are getting more than they used to.
Yeah. Well, it's that's something that is good for the individual that's making more money than it's ever made. But at the same time, you're right. We're spending a lot of taxpayers' money.
Oh, it's they've got executive orders to where you cannot evict people from their houses or apartments. They're extending those. New York State just did that again. The U.S. government's done it. I think there's all kinds of things happening behind the curtains on the economy that it's very scary to me. Hey, there's Michael on.
Yeah, you're zoomed in, Michael.
We're looking at you.
I forgot to save.
You save a lot of money not having to shave every day on that shaving cream and that big razor.
I use.
Dad, are you going through withdrawals at the beach and not being able to go to Thomas Donuts? Is it weird for you?
Well, if I wanted Thomas Donuts this morning, I will. I'm sure I'll be sent out to buy some groceries this morning, and
they're closed. They're closed until after the New Year.
Okay. Well, I haven't been down that way, so I tell you what, I found out that Publix has a wonderful bakery. You know, that Walmart's got a wonderful bakery. You know, you can't beat them.
Publix has got a
Walmart cinnamon roll. I think Walmart cinnamon roll is better than Thomas's.
Oh my goodness!
Publix has got one of the better key lime pies for sure. The key lime pies. Really
good. They have a wonderful key lime pie. What I'm saying is we've got two good bakeries. One Publix and one Walmart. You can go in this morning and get fresh donuts and fresh cinnamon rolls, and it's very good.
Yeah, I love it when Forrest brings us some donuts. Why didn't you bring any this morning, Forrest?
Well, I'll try to hook you up tomorrow. I'll try to hook you up tomorrow. And we might.
Two games now. We got two games today. You got Oklahoma State, Miami, and you got Texas against Colorado.
All right. Back to the games.
I tell you,
we may want to repick our Florida game.
God, tell us about it, Forrest. I saw that too.
Yeah, Florida. Of course, they lost Kyle Pitts, the All-American tight end. He's leaving early, but that Kadarius Toney, Trayvon Gaines, both senior wide receivers, they're opting out because of the National Football League getting ready for its draft. And another receiver by the name of Jacob Copeland, he's had multiple COVID tests, so he won't play. Of the 45 touchdown passes that Kyle Trask has thrown, 31 have gone to those receivers. So Florida is going to be kind of behind the eight ball a little bit, but I'm still going to pick Florida.
That line has, I think Florida was a 3-point favorite. Now they're a 3-point underdog. So
I like Oklahoma in this situation. I think Oklahoma is going to be tough to beat anyway. Right now, the line, last time I looked at it, it was they were getting 3 points.
Oklahoma's 3.5-point favorite now.
Now they've gone 3.5. So I like Oklahoma to begin with. So that's going to be a pretty good game. The over-under.
How horrible is this going to be for Florida?